guys, okay, so today I'm here with foundation for you. I was at TJ Maxx and they were selling the Becca, I think it's Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation. I have it in the shade Alabaster 1C1. So that's this one. They were selling it for $10. Now I'll put in the description how much this is, original price or suggested retail price, whatever the price is for this. But I want to say, oh, this says compare at $17. I don't think that's true. Becca cosmetics are usually a bit expensive. Or am I thinking about something else? I don't know. I'll have to check it out. I could be totally wrong, but I never know anything. So, all right. Anyway, the point is I got this for a really good price, I feel like. We'll find out for sure when I check it out for real. But here we are. This is the bottle. This is the shade. The shade looks good, actually. I have a feeling it might be a little bit on the pink side, so we'll see. But this, again, is the shade Alabaster 1C1. Yeah. So, nice bottle, glass bottle, very sturdy, very good quality feeling. Feels nice and sturdy and thick. Now, I don't remember if I've seen an actual review on this product, but it's been out for a while. I want to say I watched maybe Emily Noel when she had either her first or second baby. This was years ago, obviously. When she was in labor, she actually had this foundation on and it stood up for labor. I think it was this one. I'm not 100% sure. In the comments, let me know if you know that. And if it was this Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-hour foundation or a different one, I can't remember. I want to say it was this one, but I'm not sure. Maybe it's, oh, you know what? I'm confusing this brand Becca with Hourglass. I still think Becca products are kind of on the pricey side, so I would consider this a high-end foundation. Anyway, I'm gonna stop babbling, and here we go. But again, like, great packaging. Like, it looks very, like, fancy. Okay, so there's your foundation. The undertone looks decent in this light. So it's almost on the peachy side. Nice quality bottle, you guys, honestly. All right, so I'm going to give you a little bit of a, oh, it's very, very creamy and almost gel-like feeling. I'm going to give you a swatch comparison, just shade comparison. This is the Glamouflage Full Cover Foundation from Hard Candy. You can get this for about $7, I think, at Walmart. This is just for shade comparison, readily available. And then let's see what else is readily available for you guys. You know what? I'll go ahead and do the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy. I do not like the original Photo Focus, but I do like the dewy one, and the shade is actually a pretty good shade for me, especially in the winter time. Okay, so here's the Hard Candy. You can tell this is the shade Buff in the Hard Candy one, and you can tell like the difference. Like this one's the lightest, which is the Wet n Wild in Porcelain. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy in Porcelain, Hard Candy Glamouflage in Buff, and then this is the Becca 24-hour Ultimate Coverage in the shade Alabaster. So as far as like shades go, this is not, in my opinion, white enough, light enough to be Alabaster. Alabaster Stone is in fact white. This one is a good shade match for me, so this is kind of almost like a mix between these two. Doesn't matter, just giving you a shade comparison, and there you have it. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe off these two that we're not using today, and I'll go ahead and just use the Becca one that I've got already out on my palette. Okay, so let's just get this on and I'll stop blabbing. Yeah, the undertone looks decent. I have a feeling I'm a bit more yellow toned. Got a sponge today. Then this might be a bit too peachy is what I'm trying to say as far as shade. That didn't go as far as I would have liked, so. Oh, and you can see like on my lips there, this seems like it's got quite a bit of coverage. The lighting today in my room is pretty bright because I'm right in front of my window, so I always do all my reviews and stuff in natural lighting. All my videos in natural lighting all the time. But today that means we've got really bright because we got like almost a foot of snow. Okay, so far this coverage is looking good. Real good. Really natural from my face to the mirror, my face to the viewfinder here. Really good, really natural looking, okay? Now, if you notice a little bit of shininess underneath my eye, I did have some oil on my under eye right there trying to treat that dry patch that keeps giving me trouble. Still there, still giving me trouble. Okay, so I really like this sponge. I got this on the Wish app or something like last year, and it's a really nice sponge. It's just that mushroom shaped sponge that was going around for a while, but this is actually a really nice, really good quality sponge. So this is a good one, and it's seeming pretty good for this foundation. So let's see. Okay, so it looks really pretty. Can tell you're wearing makeup, but it has a really natural type finish. It is not gumming up my pores. It's looking a little bit makeup-y right here on this little, I've got a little bit of a dry patch right there. You can still see the pores though, so it's not kind of smoothing them over and making them look all nice and camouflaged, but it's not looking bad at all. And I feel like it's actually looking really nice so far. Okay, I do have brushes, so I'm gonna go ahead and try a brush. I'm gonna use this Morphe E63. It was a free gift with purchase, and I probably have oh yeah, I already have the review out for that. It came with the soft focus, Morphe soft focus foundation, but it's just your angled, densely packed foundation brush. Again, it looks like it's turning pinker. You know, it's still kind of peachy, but it's turning a bit pinker as it sits there. And it had been sitting on my hand for, you know, a minute or two while I was talking about the shades. So I feel like it's starting to really dry down. If you're wondering, my skin was only primed with moisturizer. I'll put a little bit more out so I can get the rest of my forehead. And I do feel like it oxidized a little bit. Yeah. Oxidized to like a pinkier tone. So that is certainly something to think about when you're trying to find your shade. Yeah, I mean, I feel like instead of like becoming orange, I'm gonna become like a pink Oompa Loompa, you know? I'm pretty particular about the shades of my foundation. I do not like them to be the wrong shade, first of all. Excuse me. But I really am looking for a foundation that's gonna match my undertone, gonna look seamless, and it does, like on camera, it's looking pretty good. In real life, it's looking pretty good, but I still can see that little tinge of pinkiness to it. So it's gonna be just enough to where it's gonna look off. So I could probably still get away with it, but it would bother me to know that it's just that much off that it's a little bit jarring, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's check the brush side. Give you guys a up close if you can see. And I don't know if you can see, but like right here, I have all these large open pores on my nose, and you can still really see them. The coverage is looking good, but you can still just really see these. And it is clinging a bit to that dry patch. Oh, not bad though. Not bad. Or not as bad as some of the foundations I've been using recently. I mean, it still is clinging to it. So if you have dry patches or dry skin or whatever, it may be very beneficial for you to use some sort of primer that might smooth that out. I have not found a primer that actually does what it says it's gonna do. So that's why I don't use them. And, you know, so I guess maybe if you guys know of a good primer that actually does what it says it's going to do, put that in the comments as well. Because I certainly would love to find something like that, and I would certainly love to try it. So let's grab a look. Okay, and on this side of my nose, very crusty makeup-y. And down here, we're getting a bit of makeup-iness. And right here. So I would say, in my opinion, I like the sponge side better. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my sponge and just sort of go over and see if maybe we'll pick up some excess product. Smooth that out a bit. My lips are so dry and they just look so awful with the foundation on them. Sorry, you guys have to put up with these videos. Okay, so I feel like the problem that I'm going to have with a foundation like this, and I'm just going to put some gloss on to moisturize those lips, is that, yeah, it's got pretty decent coverage. It looks decent on my skin, but it doesn't look amazing. And for $10, you know, no big deal. But I certainly wouldn't pay at this point $20, $40 for a product like this, unless I was specifically looking for something to add more coverage to a lighter coverage product, or if I was specifically looking to mix this with a different product. But again, at the end of the day, for me, and I think for most people, I don't want to do that. I want the product to work well without any finesse, without any 20 layers, without any extra special effort to get it to just look decent on my skin. Most women, they're just heading out the door to go to work, or their moms or whatever. They need something quick. They don't have time for 20 layers, 20 steps and all that. So first impression, it's okay. $10 may be worth the $10. Anything more than that, I would say probably not. I'll have to think about, and I'll put in the description anything that I think would be comparable or better. I feel like the Sleek Life Proof has really good coverage. Similar finish, not completely matte. It's got, it says medium to full coverage, sweat proof, oil free. It's supposed to be long lasting. It is decently long lasting. Looks good on my skin. And this is about $13 or so. So, you know, and it looks better. Like, it looks better than this one already as a first impression. But again, I'll wear this for the rest of the day, and I will update my thoughts in the description below. As a first impression, it's okay. Like, it looks beautiful on camera. It's looking really beautiful from my face to the mirror, but once you get up close, you're like, wow, that's a thick layer of makeup. So, but the sponge side does look better than the brush side. Maybe that has something to do with it. Anyway, again, don't forget to, I'll update my thoughts in the description. Don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.